4 cities, 46 pesos. Meanwhile, if you add all the taxes and the levies and the margins on petrol, it's 2 cities, 28 pesos. So this is misinforming the public. Meanwhile, this document is publicly available. You can download and check for yourself. But unfortunately, that media house did the wrong thing by reporting the wrong number. So we want to make sure that everyone is well informed and we are working with the facts, so that we don't keep saying that the taxes and levies and margins combined is 4 cities, 46 pesos, when indeed it is 2 cities, 28 pesos. So let's get a copy for ourselves and know what is the formula at all times. Now, my presentation has come to an end, but we want to look at certain questions that have come up as we engage the media. Like my boss said, we've been to 5 regions last week, and your colleagues keep asking certain questions. So we want to answer these questions before you ask your questions. The first one is, why are you not buying fuel cheaper in Ghana, even though we produce oil in Ghana? Like I've mentioned, the price of fuel is determined by a certain price on the world market. These world market prices are not crude oil prices, but refined product prices. Now, these refined product prices, it doesn't matter whether you produce crude oil in your country or not, the price is determined globally based on the trade on the market. So if you take the price of petrol like I showed you, irrespective of whether you produce crude oil in your country or not, you put that price of petrol in the formula to determine the pump price. Now, Ghana, first of all, let's say that Ghana produces crude oil. Indeed, it is true. And there are arguments that Ghana is a net exporter of petroleum products. Ghana produces about, from the checks we did, from the reports we saw from the Ministry of Finance, on average, from last year data, on average, Ghana produces about 150,000 barrels of crude oil per day. Ghana's share of what is produced is only 18%. Remember, Ghana does not own all the crude oil that is produced. Ghana gets a share of that. It's 18%, which translates to about 27,000 barrels per day. Let's even assume it's 30,000 barrels per day. If you look at the consumption of petroleum products in Ghana, we consume about 96,000 barrels of products a day. So you notice that the share of Ghana's oil from production is about 27,000, or even maybe 30,000 barrels per day. Meanwhile, we consume close to 100,000 barrels per day. So there's a wide gap between what Ghana has as a country and what we consume. And like I said, there's no direct link between the price of crude oil or the production of crude oil and the price that you pay. So what the government can do is that if government thinks that it has made enough revenue from crude oil exports, so assuming government gets revenue from that 27,000 barrels it has, and thinks that that amount is enough for it to subsidize petroleum products and prevent the world market price from reflecting at the pump, then government have to come in and subsidize the price. Some countries like Nigeria does that. So for example, in Nigeria, they don't subsidize diesel, but they subsidize petrol. Diesel's price in Nigeria right now, I think I'll answer that first, the last question. So in petrol, they subsidize petrol. So petrol is very cheap in Nigeria compared to Ghana. And that is because they are subsidizing diesel. Sorry, petrol. As we speak, and I'm sure some of you will know, Nigeria is trying to remove this subsidy because of the negative impact it has on its economy. Just this week, I saw a story from Nigeria where the Minister of Finance in Nigeria is saying that subsidies is crippling the economy. Just this week also, on Monday, I think she came out to say that because there was a shortage of petroleum products, petrol in Nigeria on Monday or Tuesday. And that was because government has been subsidizing petrol in Nigeria, but it's not paying the subsidy to the importers. And therefore, the importers are calling for a price increase of petrol so that they can continue to supply the product. Like I showed you, the world market price has jumped so high, but they are not passing on the cost to the consumer. So they are not able to import the product. And therefore, there are shortages of petrol in Nigeria as we speak because the product is subsidized and the subsidy is not being paid. So most countries in the world are shy away from subsidies. I just read a story yesterday where Mali, for example, has scrapped not paying subsidies. So all over the world, everybody is scrapping subsidies. In fact, it's up to the government of the day to decide whether they are making enough revenue from anywhere to come and subsidize the products or not. So there's no direct relationship between the crude oil you produce in your country and the price you pay at the pump. Norway is one of the major oil producing countries in the world. They make a lot of revenue from crude oil production. But Norway has one of the highest prices of petroleum products at the pump in the world. So there's no direct relationship. The US, for example, is a major oil producing country. They produce almost all they need and consume in their country. But go and check the price of crude oil in the US. The graph will show us. Now, why is the price of diesel now higher than petrol? Also, from the table I showed you, you notice that exactly a year ago, the price of petrol and diesel were almost the same. But now, there's a wide gap between the price of petrol and diesel. Why is that the case? First of all, their prices vary. Price of petrol and price of diesel on the world market price are different. The table I showed you, you see that right now, as the price of petrol is dropping a little, the price of diesel is going up. And it is because of this same Russia invasion of Ukraine. There's a shortage of diesel, like I explained already, of diesel on the market. So everybody is scrambling for the small diesel we have on the market. And therefore, the cost of procuring diesel is much, much higher than the cost of procuring petrol now. If you look at how much the importers pay to get petrol landed to Ghana today, it's close to $200 per metric ton. But for petrol, it is dropping. It's actually less than $50. You know, we are even hearing that it's dropping further because of the switch of petrol specs. The US is going into the summer season, and therefore the old specs of petrol, they are doing away with that, and they are getting the summer spec of petrol to be consumed in the US. So there's a lot of petrol on the market. So they are getting petrol cheaper, and that's how the price of petrol is varying. Previously, even though the price varied on the world market, like I said, the gap was not so wide. So the marketers, even though they may buy the product at different extra prices, they use their margins to make the price and perform the same. So they may charge a lower margin on diesel and maybe charge a little bit higher margin on petrol to make the price the same. But the price the gap is so wide now that they cannot use their margins to do that. The price between petrol and diesel right now, as you can see, is over 2 cedis. Meanwhile, the marketers' margin is only up to 70 pesos. So they cannot use the margins to do that balancing anymore. That's how we are seeing wide variation between the price of petrol and diesel at the pump. When an OFC's prices are cheaper compared to others, does this mean their product quality is lower? I think we've answered this. It is not because of that. It's purely because of competition. Now, does Ghana have the highest fuel price in the sub-region? I've gone beyond the sub-region and showed you a graph of selected countries in the world. Prices of petrol and diesel. So yes, I'm going to have beaten you to it. This is an addition to my presentation. Because it keeps coming up that Ghana has the highest price in the sub-region, Ghana has the highest price in the world. Now, like I told you, this is for petrol. So you notice that Nigeria has one of the cheapest prices of petrol in the world. So even in Africa, you see that several other African countries are higher than Nigeria. This is where Ghana is. Where is Ghana? We are here. So Liberia, Mali, India, Kenya, USA, Senegal, Rwanda, South Africa, China, Burundi, all of them have a higher petrol price than Ghana as we speak. I picked this as at 20th June, just 4 days ago. And you can check this for yourself on globalpetrolprices.com. So I don't think I'm deceiving you. Globalpetrolprices.com takes price of petroleum products all over the world and reports it. So you see that apart from these countries, Egypt, Nigeria, Algeria, they have cheaper price than us. So several other places apart from subsidizing affect prices of fuel. So the country's policy may be that they are subsidizing like Nigeria, even though they want to go away from it. That is why you see that their price is cheaper. It is not because they are not affected by the changes on the world market. And that's why the Minister of Finance in Nigeria is saying that they want to shy away from subsidies because it is crippling the economy. Indeed, they set June 2022 to scrap subsidies in Nigeria, but because of political reasons, the election they could not do it, and they've extended this decision. So it is something that everybody is affected by the price. You see Central African Republic is the highest here among the countries I selected, and UK is ahead of us. So even the US are ahead of us. They are also affected by the price of petroleum products rising on the world market. So the European countries are also affected, US is affected, Ghana is affected. Nobody is spared of what is happening on the global scene. Now let's look at diesel. Diesel is important too because, like I mentioned, Nigeria petrol is regulated and subsidized. But in Nigeria, diesel is not regulated and subsidized. So you notice that unlike petrol, when it is very cheap compared to Ghana's price, for diesel, Nigeria is above Ghana. So where is Nigeria? So this is Ghana. Our price per dollar is $165 per liter. Nigeria is $156 per liter. So Nigeria's price of diesel is higher than the price of diesel in Ghana. So it is not true that petrol fuel is cheaper in Nigeria compared to Ghana. You have to look at several other factors, the policies in place, and whether they are subsidized or not. So when you just pick a country's pump price and you compare it to Ghana and say that our price is higher, you have to look at what went into that. Are they paying subsidies? So that doesn't appear like it's only in Ghana that world market prices are rising and prices are rising at the top. In other countries, they are also affected. So we'll end our presentation here. I'll leave this man here so that we can ask the other questions.